Big Blues exploration. We'll start where we left off last week, in Abu Dhabi. After staying the night in Abu Dhabi, I made my way back to the airport before catching my flight to Jakarta via Doha again. This time I was travelling in economy on the short 45 minutes an hour flight to Doha. What was good was, due to my status, I was able to access the business class lounge in Abu Dhabi for non-Etihad members, which was really nice space. There was set into two parts, like Aspire lounges around the world. So you've got first lounge that was accessible for status and people on business class flights, and then just for people who had paid to enter the lounge at the airport on the day. As you would expect with Qatar, the service on the flight was good, even though it was such a short flight. Water, and you got some biscuits with hummus and carrot dip, which again was plenty for such a short flight. I did not partake as I just had breakfast and was looking forward to the flight. On the 8-hour segment from Doha to Jakarta, I did get some odd looks taking my skis through Abu Dhabi airport when the air temperature outside was around the 45 to 50 degrees. Someone asking if it was a surfboard, and I was like, no. When I got to Doha, I went to the Gold Lounge. So in Doha, they have about 5 different lounges. They have a lounge for bronze members, a lounge for silver, and a lounge for gold, as well as their business class level and first class level lounges for people flying on business and first class tickets with Qatar. Qatar was one of the first airlines to basically diversify a way to increase revenue by making people pay more if they wanted to have lounge access. The bronze lounge, I had a peek in as I was walking by. Basically, just a lounge to wait with, a limited food offers, coffee and soft drinks. And then the gold lounge for silver members was much better. There was good range of food. And then for the platinum lounge, which I did get in at one point due to the fact that it had been overcrowded by the time I'd gone for my walk around the terminal and come back, as I was waiting quite a number of hours before the connecting flight. The food there was quite a bit better, which did have dining and made to order dishes. But overall, all the lounge facilities were really good. After my wait, I made my way to the gate, a bus gate this time, as Jakarta is a lesser part of the route for A350-900 this time, with the oldest business class layout. Very open, not the best if you're wanting total privacy, but as the crew are very professional and people are understanding with fellow passengers, the fact that people paid a lot of money, are quiet and quite discreet. One thing that Qatar does as expected is onboard dining again was excellent. Lots of options to choose from, some for your main meal and then some snacky things later on, and you can have as much or as little as you wanted depending on your persuasion. After the flight, we arrived into Jakarta. I stayed at the Sheraton at the bottom of Jakarta Airport, about 2 or 3 kilometres from the terminal. Jakarta Airport has its own golf course, and the Sheraton, which is exceptional hotel, well worth the layover just to go to the hotel. Great swimming pool and gym facilities you can see in the pictures, and the breakfast there is one of the best I've ever had. At the moment, second or third best so far, and I stay in quite a lot of hotels, as you probably gather, and a lot of really nice ones as well. For a day at the hotel, I had to spend about £30 extra for the day use. Well worth it, because my flight wasn't until 20 minutes past the morning of the next day, so I got to the airport probably about 8 o'clock. Really quite a modern terminal in Jakarta, good lounge facilities, even though the Plaza Premium Lounge is not as good as you'd expect if it was a Cathay lounge. Overall, good options for food and drink, and nice space to wait out of away from the rest of the terminal. Showers available, which is really refreshing, especially when it's like 100% humidity and 35 degrees. outside, and it has been all day. Afterwards, heading on the overnight flight to Hong Kong. One thing that Cathay do, which is great, is that they do full dinner service and then skip breakfast on the 4 or 5 hour flights, which is definitely the way to go, because breakfast on the plane is always nowhere near as good as their dinner service. I got with 3 hours of sleep, really comfortable on the business flatbeds. Even though it's kind of older product, it's well worth it, and I'm looking forward to trying it again on a long 12 and 15 hour flights respectively on the way to San Francisco and back in March 2026. Overall, the experience was excellent. When I got there, again, I went to the Bridge Lounge and also the Wing Lounge in Hong Kong, which were excellent. The food options were great. Great fresh dumplings, good coffee and tea and stuff like that if you wanted it. Lots of soft drinks and fresh pastries, as well as it was breakfast time. And then on to Nagoya via Taipei. As you can see in the pictures, some more lounges in Taipei, which is a very short, quick stopover while I changed planes before heading to Nagoya. Overall, the trip was very enjoyable and well worth what I paid for the trip. Definitely looking forward to going on Cathay Pacific again in the new year, and look forward to seeing the difference on the ultra long route versus the shorter routes. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching another one of Big Blue's explorations. Please stay tuned for more content in the coming weeks, and ready for my ski season to start in about 1.5 weeks' time, with starting in Zelmzee in Kaprun with Kitzsteinhorn, and then going round to Zelmziller at Zertal Arena, then falling on to Serapis, Fis and Laos, and then Silverton Manteuffel for the first trip before Christmas. Thank you very much.